Hi, it's Chevy and Martina with Worley & Associates. We're here with Escrow Officer Amy. Today she's going to chat with us about something very important, your homestead exemption. Amy?
Oh, that's my cue?
That's your cue.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, a homestead exemption is a really awesome thing that we have here in Texas. And if you have bought a property and it is your primary residence, you are entitled to tax exemptions. So the state says that you can have up to $25,000 in exemptions or reductions in your taxes for your school taxes. And of course, those are usually the largest portion of your tax bill each year.
Yes.
There's also a homestead cap, and what that means is that the county can't continue to raise the value of your home over a 10%.
I have a question about that actually, sorry. So say, I know that every year they kind of, adjust the value of your home, but when you sell it, the home value seems to jump the year that you sell it. So is that because they haven't jumped it 10% every year? Is it like cumulative or?
So that typically happens because it's harder for the county to keep up with the current values of the home. And when you do have the homestead exemption in place, they can only raise it a certain amount. So if your home is $100,000, they can only raise it by $1,000 each year. So what they typically do is that information becomes public, and so the county has that information, and then they will raise the value to your loan amount or the amount that you sold the home, because that home is obviously carrying that value now. So you do see that a lot when you do purchase the home.
Because that's an established value, but it's not just the county or someone just raising the value because they can to get more money.
Correct.
It's because it's actually the value.
Yeah, there's a new homeowner, the value is now at this dollar amount, and then they can raise the taxes and have more revenue.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is a common thing. A lot of people do ask about that. But putting the homestead in place does cap it, where they can't continuously raise the value every year over a certain percentage. If you're over 65, then you get your homestead exemption plus an over 65 exemption, which means even more money. So you get the additional $10,000 towards your school taxes. Of course, you don't have children in school typically once you're 65, so then that discount becomes even more. One of the common misconceptions is that it's hard to file or that's difficult, but it's not. It's completely free. You can do it online, and the only thing you have to have is a valid ID. Now, your ID does have to match your homestead property. So as long as the property is your primary residence and you have a driver's license or an ID card that has that address on it, then you're free to file. All the counties have those forms online. And it's readily available. So it is actually easy to do. You only have to do it one time. Now, sometimes they do go through their rolls and ask people to reapply, but other than that, it's pretty easy. And there's a new law now in Texas that says you don't have to wait to file it. So if you purchase your home in 2022, you can immediately file. You do not have to wait to do that until you qualify, because now you do it the year that you purchase the property. There is a deadline each year to do it, so April 30th is the deadline. But if you miss the deadline, you can still file for up to 2 years, and you'll get a refund for the difference. So if you filed without a homestead exemption the first year and then you remembered the second year, you can still get a discount for the difference. So if you overpaid the first year, you can get that money back the second year. And they'll go up to 2 years on that. So, it's worth it. I think you should check it out. Because information is public.
And you will receive paperwork in the mail from these companies that offer to, for $50, we'll file your homestead exemption for you. They make it sound like it's difficult and they're doing you this huge favor. They are not doing you a favor. They are taking your money, pocketing it, and doing something that's free and super easy. So if you see those, if you are not sure, you can always feel free to talk to Chevy and I and ask us, say, I got this in the mail, I'm not sure what it is. Is it talking about that? And we're happy to kind of help you clarify that, because we absolutely don't want you spending money on something that you don't have to. In addition, if you are ready to file your homestead exemption and you have questions about it, you can also ask us. We're happy to help you walk you through the form, make sure you fill it out correctly, and don't feel bad if you've done it wrong. Everybody's done it probably wrong at least once. but it's easily fixable and can still be taken care of. So do not be scared to do it. Do not worry about it. We absolutely want you to save as much money as you can. Taxes are important. It's just a part of life and all that good stuff, but we do have, the state does have some things in place to help reduce those taxes, and we want you to take full advantage of it. If you are not sure if you filed your homestead exemption, you can go online. Most of us are in Tarrant County. It's a TAD website, it's Tarrant County Appraisal District. You can check and see if your house has that exemption on it. If you also need help with that, let us know. We can help you find the appraisal district for your county. You can check it out there too. So thank you very much, Amy, for giving us this info today. We appreciate it. And again, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. We're happy to help. Thank you.